Aari McDonald, the point guard at Arizona. Join us today on Christy's Court. Aari, thank you for coming. And we really have a high level of respect for you because you love to get it done on the defensive end. But welcome in. We appreciate you coming in on Christy's Court today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, what an exciting season for your team. I know that with the cancellation of the NCAA tournament last year, you guys were riding high, had strong momentum, and I had a chance to speak with your head coach just a couple of days ago, and she was telling us that it was so difficult for her to tell the team that the season was actually complete. Let's go back to that moment for you and your teammates last season. What was it like to hear Adia Barnes-Scopa say, there's no postseason for us this season, ladies?
Yeah, it was heartbreaking. There was a lot of tears shed when they were talking to us, and we just really felt for our seniors and also the seniors across the country, they wouldn't be able to go to the tournament and compete. But it was just sad because my team last year, we were peaking at the right time, playing well together on both ends of the floor, and just to have the season abruptly end, it just sucked, and it was just a bummer.
Absolutely. And when you have those kinds of things happen, and it was a shock to all of us, especially in the sports world, especially to all of us who love the game of basketball and obviously the excitement of March Madness, but the emotion from that moment, how has the team changed moving forward now to this season? You're a redshirt senior this year, and your team is ranked 9th in the country. You guys are clicking along second in the Pac-12 right now, headed into postseason play in about 10 days. What has that done for your team in terms of fueled that desire and passion to compete?
Yes, it definitely motivated us. I mean, we came in with goals set on what we wanted to accomplish this season. And, we were hungry. A lot of my teammates haven't made it to the tournament. So that's a big goal for us. And, we just don't want to get to the tournament and just play. We want to win. We want to keep advancing. So, I just think us being hungry has really shaped the way we've been playing.
Let's take a walk back several years here to maybe a 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old Aari who first fell in love with the game. What was that for you, and how did you learn to kind of manifest that love and grow it to where it is today?
Yeah, just, my love for the game, it just came. I come from a basketball family, so my love just watching my older siblings play, my cousins, just watching them play kind of helped me. I'm passionate about this, and just everything that I've done, I manifest that as I was younger, just having conversations with my dad, what I want to accomplish, what I want to do, what is my end goal, and just speaking into existence and just also putting in the work. I think that has, definitely helped me achieve a lot of those things today.
And who did you see? Who were you modeling your game after, if you will? I know this generation knows all about the WNBA. You grew up seeing these fantastic, iconic players in the league, including your coach, Adia Barnes, who played with Seattle and several other teams as well. But when you have the WNBA in place to aspire to look forward to, what was that like as a youngster for you?
Just as you said, the kids in the generation now, they know the WNBA. So when I was younger, that's something that wasn't really, talked about like that. Obviously, I'm come from a sports fanatic family. So my dad, he turned on the game. That was back when Lisa Leslie played for the Sparks. But just back then, it just wasn't pushed. Girls, they want to do something else. But me, I watched the game. I studied my craft as a youngster, and so just, I don't know, just seeing the game evolve to where it is now, it's amazing. And just the support the women are getting, I love it. I love to see it.
Yeah, we all love to see it. And we're going to get to the question I know is coming about the WNBA, but we want to take it back to high school where you had 6 triple doubles, 1 quadruple double, which I was like, wait a minute. And then you had a career high of 46 points during your high school career. But to know that you are such a staunch defender, to see those big gaudy stat lines, I was certainly impressed by seeing the balance that you had at the high school level, but you've also carried that over to the collegiate level as well.
Yeah, too, in high school, man. Just having, my team depending on me a lot, but they also helped me. And I elevated their game like along the way, and just wow, just putting up big numbers like that, that's crazy to even think, I did that back in high school. Like that's hard to do, honestly, even like in the collegiate level. So I mean, wow. That's all I have to say. Just wow.
Well, you get it done on the defensive end. I mean, you take pride on that side of the floor. You're the reigning Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, and you're up this year for the Naismith Defensive Player of the Year award, one of the 10 semifinalists in the country, 2.5 steals per game. What is it about that side of the court that inspires you, that really forces you to give that kind of personality to your team as a leader for the squad?
Yeah, just being a student of the game, knowing that, defense creates offense. And, I start with me on the defensive end. I'm the catalyst for the team. So, once I get going and my teammates see me locking up, I mean, they follow. And just my mindset is different. Like, I really take pride in my defense, and it's just having the mindset like nobody can get by me. And if they do, like, that was a mistake. Like, it won't happen again. But like, it's just start with the mindset, honestly.
That's right. I love that. I love that so much. And if the youngsters are watching you right now saying that, and you were talking about how you saw Lisa Leslie and that era of WNBA players just dig in and grind it out, especially on the defensive end. I think that's just really admirable for you, because everyone talks about the offense all the time, get me a bucket, but I think there's more credence in getting me a stop. And that's what you're all about. And I love it. So I appreciate that about your game. And with that being said, a couple of days ago, you said that you were going to go ahead on and put your name into the WNBA draft, where you've been prognosticated to be in the top 10 in the WNBA draft coming up this spring. And to a lot of people, it wasn't a surprise. And was that something that you have discussed over and over, and people just kind of knew that this could possibly be, or will most likely be, your final season at Arizona?
Yeah, I honestly, I didn't even want it to come out that way. Somebody just had asked me during the interview, and I kind of just said, like, no, it's my last year. I was the type of person, like, I don't want that, that attention on myself while we're like about to go to like postseason. But I mean, I guess it's kind of good that, it's out. And but yeah, this is something that was discussed. Coming to the season, Coach Barnes, she knew that, this is my last year, and she, she's wanted to be a part of my journey, help me develop as a player. And my teammates knew as well. And so, just this year, just being in positions, that will like make my leadership evolve. Like, I've grown so much as a player and as a leader. And so, I mean, I think that just, me coming back this year, it definitely helped me a lot. And yeah, I think it's a good decision, but there's more basketball left to be played. We got a big run to make in the Pac-12 tournament and postseason. So, I'm really happy.
We'll get back to the show in a minute, but first, let me tell you about our partners over at DraftKings Sportsbook. With March Madness beating down our door, DraftKings is the best way for you to get a little action in on the game. If you have not downloaded the DraftKings Sportsbook app yet, what are you waiting for? It's the safest, it's the most secure, it's reliable, and it allows to safely deposit and withdraw your money at your convenience. And this week, they're offering all my listeners a pretty sweet deal. If you sign up now with the promo code FIELD68, you can turn $1 into $100. If one of the main event fighters in UFC 159 this weekend lands a single punch, that's it, one punch to turn $1 into $100. And don't worry, if MMA isn't your thing, DraftKings Sportsbook offers odds and promos on basketball, hockey, or whatever sport you are watching. But since they're basically giving away $100, you might as well sign up now, watch a little UFC, and remember to use the promo code FIELD68. That's FIELD68. You must be 21 years or older. Offer available for a limited time only. Eligibility restrictions apply. A gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Right? And you said it didn't really come out the way you wanted it to come out. How did you want it to come out?
Yeah, I just wanted to wait, like when the season was over, like, do a video and thanking everybody a part of my journey, those, in Arizona, the fans and stuff, family. I wanted to come out that way. I didn't want to have to say like, like just going to the media and just seeing like Aari McDonald, declare for the draft. I'm like, dang, like I didn't want to come out that way. But I mean, hey, the cat's out the bag.
Right.
But just focused on, getting better and winning.
Understood. Well, I appreciate you clarifying that, because that is difficult, when you want it to sound and be a certain way and it just doesn't go with the vibe you wanted. But I appreciate your transparency with clarifying that. But with the WNBA and with the pause that took place, as we go back to the first question, which was right after March Madness was canceled, the WNBA kind of took over in the summer, and there were so many things that were happening also off of the court, and the WNBA and the NBA stood solid in their resolve and their leadership qualities in that regard. When you do get drafted into the WNBA, what kind of force do you want to be in that regard off of the court and utilizing your voice and platform?
Yeah, I'm the type of person, like I'm a really like quiet person. I'm to myself, but with me going to the next level and just having a big platform, I think that'd be really important for me to express how I feel and just stand solid on what I believe in. So definitely open up my mouth more and just letting the people know like what I stand for and like what's right and what's wrong. So I'm looking forward to that.
Right. Absolutely. I think it's just amazing for these just young women just coming out and leading the way that they have. With that being said, also, you said that coming back this season for your redshirt senior year was definitely something that you wanted to do, and you've learned so much. What are those qualities that you have learned over the course of your season this year? And what aspects of that do you want to amplify as you push to postseason?
Yeah, just me being vocal, that, I opened up tremendously. It came out my shell a lot, and just being the extension of Coach Dia on the floor, and just also just putting my teammates in great situations. And yeah, just keep playing tenacious defense, and always just being a constant talker. That's something I haven't done until this year, but just always talking. And those are the things that, I want to amplify going into the postseason. My teammates need me. And so, just me being vocal and just putting them in good positions to score, I think that, that'd be a big presence for us. It just can't be me all the time. So just putting my teammates in those situations, having them scoring and, being in double digits, I mean, I think that would really help us like to make it far.
No question. And Aari, what has Coach Barnes, what has she done in terms of preparing you for that leadership as you head into postseason, but also to propel yourself into the next level of play in the WNBA?
Yes, Coach Barnes has been putting me in positions where I call the shots. She lets me like call plays or just call defense and see if they'll work. I think that's helped me. I'm able to kind of call stuff on the spot, like on the fly, like either in practice or in game like situations. So I mean, I think that has helped me a lot.
And she said that, she had a players coach and Joan Bonvancini at Arizona when she was a player there. And she said that was the thing that she had adopted. And I love that you said that, because that just solidifies that notion. And with this season, if you know of, some 10, 11, 12-year-old girls, what advice would you give them if they aspire to be where you are in your senior season, top 10 program, headed into postseason play, and then going on to play professionally? What would be your main advice, both on and off the court, to be where you are?
For one, value your education. That's most important. Like we wouldn't be here, or I wouldn't be here if I didn't value my education. So now you got to take that serious, and also just be a student of the game. Like, if you say you want to do big things and, play collegiate and pro, you have to study your craft, pick out a certain player that you like and just watch their game, watch their moves. And also you don't have to work like vigorous hours, like you can just couple minutes dribbling, just little things, but just work on your game and just study the craft and just be yourself. Also be coachable. I mean, have good character. People love to be around you. Character goes a long way, and just always keep God first. That's what I would tell somebody younger than me.
I love that. I love that. I'm a PK and grew up in the Church of God. So I appreciate you saying that too, because faith will carry you when you can't carry yourself. I know that's right. But for us, before we go, I know that you said when you made the announcement that you were going to head to the WNBA, you said that you wish that you could thank some people and do it that way. We're going to go ahead and give you that opportunity now to say what you want to say to who you want to say it to.
Yeah, thank you. It takes a village. I just want to thank my parents. So I actually thank God first. And without him, this wouldn't be possible. And just, thank all my coaches, along the way. Thanking Coach Barnes, just thanking all my teammates, they helped shape like the player that I am today, and just my grandparents, extended family, I'm very blessed to have a great supporting cast. And, I just want to thank everybody. I didn't think I'd come this far, but hey, I'm here. It's approaching fast. And, I just thank God.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I have chills down my arm, Aari. And you know what? For all of the fantastic defensive energy that you give the Arizona squad, you have scored over 2,000 points and you are in the record books. You are one of the most special young women that I have had a chance to have a conversation with. And I cannot wait to follow you through postseason and follow you on to the WNBA. Thank you so much for your time tonight. And also thank you for joining Christy's Court on the Field of 68 Network. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.